Hey Spurs fans, welcome back to another update on our San Antonio Spurs. Before we jump into today's breaking news, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And here's something special for you. Everyone who subscribes and leaves a comment with their name and the city they're watching from will automatically be entered into our giveaway to win an official San Antonio Spurs jersey. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment your name and city below. Stay tuned, because the next Spurs fan wearing the jersey could be you. A quiet corridor inside the Spurs facility tells the story better than any box score. Coaches huddled over lineup maps, analysts scrubbing game film, and a single question hanging in the air. Does Jeremy Sochan still fit the path San Antonio needs to take as trade season accelerates? The loss in the NBA Cup final did not break the group. It sharpened its focus. And with pressure building, the franchise is weighing a move that could reshape the rotation overnight. San Antonio's setback against New York became a catalyst rather than a conclusion. Victor Wembanyama's return restored rim gravity and defensive reach, yet the offense stalled in crucial stretches, allowing Jalen Brunson's poise to tilt momentum. In the aftermath, decision-makers re-examined usage, spacing, and closing groups, identifying a need for a sturdier, plug-and-play contributor who can swing possessions in high-leverage minutes. That reality places Sochan squarely at the center of an uncomfortable conversation. Once a cornerstone prospect and top 10 selection, his role has contracted sharply this season. Reduced minutes, fewer touches, and narrower responsibilities have blurred his impact profile. The organization is not dismissing his value. It is interrogating whether his current strengths mesh with a roster increasingly tailored around Wembanyama's pace, length, and verticality. The appeal of an impact rotational upgrade is obvious. A two-way wing with dependable shooting or a ball handler who stabilizes late clock situations. San Antonio's coaching staff craves reliability in matchups that magnify small mistakes. The calculus is pragmatic. Optimize the possession chain around Wembanyama's gravity, simplify reads for guards, and raise the floor of bench units that have oscillated between promise and volatility. Sochan's defensive versatility remains real. He toggles assignments, absorbs physical matchups, and competes through screens. The friction emerges on the other end. Undefined spacing, intermittent touch creation, and a role that neither commands attention nor complements primary creators. In a system prioritizing clean lanes and quick decisions, ambiguity becomes costly, especially in knockout environments or tight fourth quarters. Minutes tell a story of trust. Playing time in the mid-teens suggests a bench deployment designed for situational use, not anchoring groups for extended runs. That pattern rarely amplifies trade value during the season, but it clarifies fit questions. Teams seeking defensive glue with established offensive hubs can unlock Sochan's profile more easily than a group asking him to generate advantages against set defenses. Contract mechanics add weight. A looming restricted free agency window shifts leverage toward sign-and trade pathways in the summer, where matching rights and market signaling shape outcomes. Mid-season, smaller salary figures constrain one-for-one permutations, nudging the Spurs toward package constructions. Sochan plus ancillary contracts, picks, or swap rights to reach a target threshold without sacrificing long-term flexibility. Market reality rarely aligns with fan expectation. Sochan is neither a mystery project nor a distressed asset. He is a contextual piece. His value rises alongside teams with established initiators, reliable spacing, and defined defensive schemes. For San Antonio, the question is not whether he can play. It is whether his current iteration is the best vehicle to maximize Wembanyama's window and stabilize late-game offense. Internal reviews after tournament play emphasize possession quality under pressure. The Spurs controlled stretches, but the margins evaporated when creation stalled. In those moments, the staff needs a scorer who bends coverage without compromising defensive integrity, or a connector who turns half chances into high-percentage looks. That profile is scarce, expensive, and precisely the kind of player who transforms a rotation from interesting to dangerous. Front offices anticipate a noisy market. Contenders hunt low-variance contributors. Rebuilders chase picks and developmental timelines. San Antonio sits between those poles, ambitious but methodical. Any movement involving Sachin will target clean roster fits, players who lift shooting gravity, compress defensive rotations, and support Wembanyama's growth without crowding his space. There is no denial of Sachin's edge. His toughness and competitive engine translate. The friction comes from role clarity. What do possessions look like when he shares the floor with a franchise big who demands touches at unique angles and speeds? In games where every action is scouted, ambiguity invites traps and late clock bailouts. The Spurs want fewer possessions decided by improvisation and more by design. The league's response illustrates broader dynamics. Rival execs see San Antonio's intent, refine the rotation, reduce volatility, protect the cap table, and stack skills that travel in spring basketball. Teams without cap friction may see Sachin as a strong fit, slot him into lineups with established shot creation, and his defense blooms without offensive burden. That is where offers emerge, measured and selective. Financial planning shapes timing. In-season deals often require additional salaries to balance frameworks, while summer movement introduces matching, exceptions, and multi-team creativity. San Antonio's patience is not inertia. It is a willingness to align value, fit, and cost so the next step strengthens both present and future. Coaches keep the locker room insulated from noise. The group is told the truth. Minutes are earned, roles evolve, and the mandate is winning possession chains. The tournament exit sharpened priorities, defensive connection, faster decisions, fewer empty trips. Players respect clarity even when it stings. Ambiguity erodes buy-in. For Sachin, the path forward can still be productive, either as a recalibrated role in San Antonio or as a specialized piece elsewhere. For the Spurs, the imperative is unchanged. Protect Wembanyama's development arc, secure reliable help, and avoid sacrificing long-term oxygen for short-term sugar. The season does not pause for rumors. Games continue, film piles up, and the deadline creeps closer. The Spurs can act now if a deal meets their thresholds, or they can triage until summer, where restricted free agency constructs may unlock cleaner outcomes. What matters is strategic coherence. The Spurs are building a rotation around a generational centerpiece, and every move must serve that aim. Less variance, more control, higher leverage wins. If that journey requires a difficult decision on Jeremy Sachin, the organization appears prepared to make it, with eyes fixed on a roster that holds under pressure rather than hopes it will. Before we go on, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Your support keeps our Spurs coverage strong and brings you the latest updates straight from San Antonio. And jump into the comments. Tell us what you think about today's news. A video clip released late Sunday night sent shockwaves through the basketball world. In it, Giannis Antetokounmpo walks into the Spurs practice facility, greeted by Victor Wembanyama with a firm handshake and a smile that seemed to signal the dawn of a new era. The caption was simple but electrifying. Giannis joins the Spurs, total physicality with Wemby, real threat to the ring. That moment alone was enough to ignite a frenzy of speculation, excitement, and disbelief across the NBA landscape. The idea of Giannis and Wembanyama sharing the same court is almost too much for fans to process. Two of the most unique physical specimens in basketball history, now united under one jersey, promise a level of dominance that could redefine the league. The Spurs, long known for their disciplined culture and tactical brilliance, suddenly look like a juggernaut ready to reclaim championship glory. For years, Giannis has been the face of Milwaukee, a relentless force who carried the Bucks to a title and multiple deep playoff runs. His decision to join San Antonio represents a seismic shift in the balance of power. Analysts are already calling it one of the most impactful moves in modern NBA history, a transfer that could alter the trajectory of the league for the next decade. Fans wasted no time in reacting. Social media platforms exploded with hashtags like #GiannisSanWemby and #SpursDynasty, with supporters flooding timelines with celebratory posts, memes, and bold predictions. Many declared that the Spurs are now the favorites to win the championship, while others marveled at the sheer physicality and versatility the duo brings to the floor. Inside the Spurs organization, the mood is described as euphoric. Coaches and executives see the pairing as a perfect blend of youth and experience, skill and power. Wembanyama, still early in his career, gains a mentor in Giannis, while Giannis himself finds a partner who can match his intensity and expand his game in new ways. On the court, the possibilities are endless. Imagine Giannis driving to the rim with his unstoppable force, while Wembanyama stretches defenses with his length and shot-blocking presence. Together, they can dominate both ends of the floor, creating mismatches that no team in the league can easily counter. Arteta-like precision in coaching adjustments will be key, and Greg Popovich is already being hailed as the mastermind who can orchestrate this revolution. His ability to maximize talent and foster chemistry could be the decisive factor in turning this duo into a dynasty. Rival teams are understandably nervous. The thought of facing Giannis and Wembanyama in a 7-game series is daunting. Coaches across the league are already strategizing, trying to imagine defensive schemes that could possibly contain two players who thrive on breaking conventional limits. Commercially, the impact is immediate. Spurs merchandise sales have skyrocketed, with Giannis jerseys selling out within hours of the announcement. Sponsors and partners are lining up to capitalize on the global attention, reinforcing the Spurs' status as a commercial powerhouse. Within the locker room, players are energized. Veterans see the move as a chance to chase another ring, while younger talents are motivated by the opportunity to learn from two of the most dominant figures in basketball. The atmosphere is described as electric, with practices already showing heightened intensity. The NBA itself benefits enormously from this move. Already regarded as the most competitive league in the world, the addition of another superstar pairing enhances its appeal, promising record-breaking viewership and heightened drama throughout the season. Critics, however, raise questions about chemistry. Can two players with such unique skill sets truly coexist without clashing? Will Giannis and Wembanyama find the balance between sharing the spotlight and maximizing their individual strengths? These debates add intrigue to an already historic moment. Giannis himself addressed the media with characteristic humility. "This is about ambition, history, and creating something unforgettable," he said. His words resonated deeply with fans, reinforcing the belief that the Spurs are on the cusp of greatness. Wembanyama echoed the sentiment, describing Giannis as both a mentor and a partner. "We want to build something that lasts," he said. "This is not just about one season, it's about creating a legacy." Internationally, the move has been hailed as one of the most surprising transfers in recent memory. European outlets celebrated the union of two continental stars, while American media emphasized the shock of San Antonio outmaneuvering rivals to secure Giannis's signature. For younger fans, the signing is a dream come true. Many grew up watching Giannis dominate the NBA, and now they will see him alongside Wembanyama, the new face of the future. This connection between generations strengthens the bond between club and supporters, ensuring the legacy of the signing endures. Financial experts argue that the deal, while costly, could prove profitable in the long run. Increased ticket sales, broadcasting revenues, and merchandise demand may offset the massive investment. The Spurs' gamble is bold, but the potential rewards are equally monumental. The ripple effect across the squad cannot be overstated. Training sessions will intensify, standards will rise, and younger players will learn from two of the greatest athletes of their era. Giannis and Wembanyama's presence is not just about wins. It is about elevating the entire team. As the dust settles, one truth remains clear. The Spurs have changed the game. By securing Giannis alongside Wembanyama, the club has redefined its trajectory and reignited dreams of glory. The basketball world watches with anticipation, knowing that the next season will be unlike any other. In the end, the signing of Giannis Antetokounmpo is more than a transfer. It is a declaration of ambition, a bold step into the future, and a reminder that basketball's greatest stories are written not just on the court, but in the hearts of those who believe. The Spurs gamble has captured the imagination of millions, and the revolution in physicality has only just begun. The announcement that Giannis Antetokounmpo has joined the San Antonio Spurs to partner with Victor Wembanyama continues to reverberate across the basketball world, and the repercussions are proving to be as monumental as the signing itself. Analysts, fans, and rival organizations are still processing the implications of two of the most physically dominant players in the NBA uniting under one banner. Among Spurs supporters, the reaction remains euphoric. Many describe the move as the dawn of a dynasty, a moment that instantly elevates the franchise back into championship contention. The excitement has translated into record-breaking ticket sales, with fans desperate to witness the pairing of Giannis and Wembanyama in person. Rival fans, however, are expressing concern. Supporters of teams like the Lakers, Warriors, and Celtics acknowledge that the Spurs' new duo raises the bar for everyone else. The thought of facing Giannis's relentless drives combined with Wembanyama's towering defense has already sparked anxiety across the league. The media continues to dissect every angle of the transfer. National outlets frame the situation as a generational shift, while local reporters emphasize the cultural impact on San Antonio. Every practice and game is now scrutinized for signs of chemistry between the two stars, with headlines speculating on how quickly they can translate potential into dominance. Internationally, the move has been hailed as one of the most surprising and impactful transfers in recent memory. European outlets celebrate the union of two continental icons, while American media emphasizes the shock of San Antonio outmaneuvering rivals to secure Giannis's signature. The global coverage reinforces the Spurs' transformation into a destination for world-class talent. Within the locker room, the atmosphere is described as electric. Teammates are energized by the opportunity to play alongside two of the most dominant figures in basketball. Veterans see the move as a chance to chase another ring, while younger talents are motivated by the opportunity to learn from Giannis and Wembanyama. Sponsors and commercial partners are reacting with enthusiasm. Reports suggest that several new deals are being negotiated, with companies eager to associate their brand with the Spurs' new superstar duo. The financial ecosystem surrounding the club is expected to expand significantly, creating opportunities that extend far beyond the court. Critics, however, remain cautious. Some argue that the pressure on Giannis and Wembanyama will be immense, as fans and pundits expect instant results. Others warn that such high expectations could create tension within the squad if not managed carefully. These concerns highlight the delicate balance the Spurs must maintain to ensure harmony and success. The NBA itself has embraced the news, with broadcasters predicting record-breaking viewership figures. Giannis's arrival, alongside Wembanyama, adds another layer of glamour to a competition already regarded as the most exciting in the world. The league's global appeal is set to grow even further, benefiting all franchises involved. Ultimately, the repercussions of Giannis's signing are not just about the Spurs. It is about the shifting landscape of basketball, where ambition, finance, and star power converge to redefine what is possible. The move has ignited conversations across continents, proving once again that basketball is more than a sport. It is a global phenomenon capable of captivating millions with a single announcement. That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of every exclusive San Antonio Spurs news drop, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And don't forget, your opinion matters to Spurs Nation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.